country, let us be serious. If you want to play, let us play. When EFCC wanted to arrest Rochas Okorocha, they went all out to arrest him. He was lying, he was crying. They arrested him. When EFCC wanted to arrest Cubana, they arrested him. When EFCC wanted to arrest Bobrisky, they arrested him. When EFCC wants to arrest Yahoo Boys, they arrest them. But EFCC could not arrest Yahaya Bello. As in, all they could do was to lay siege in a house. Are some people above the law, or some people are under the law? And then you are coming to tell us that the governor came and sneaked him. Is the governor having immunity, or Yahaya Bello is having immunity? Let us be serious. If you want to joke, let us joke. But if we want to run a country, let us run a country. And stop playing hanky-panky and playing with people's emotions and doing drama. EFCC, do your work.
Greetings to you all, my people, and welcome to another episode of Damole News. Alright, my people, so EFCC considers seeking military help to fish out runaway former governor Yahaya Bello over his absence in court for arraignment, as Tinubu government tells Kogi ex-governor Yahaya Bello to submit himself for EFCC probe and stop looking for self-help to escape. Alright, I'm going to be giving you guys the full details of this news, but please help us by liking and sharing this video so that YouTube and Facebook can recommend it to more people. Thank you. Alright, so the Federal High Court in Abuja has adjourned the case against the immediate past governor of Kogi State, Yahaya Bello, to April 23. The planned arraignment of Bello was stalled following his absence in court on Thursday. Counsel for the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, Kemi Pinheiro, lamented Bello's absence for court for his arraignment. The lawyer noted that the former governor was being protected by someone with immunity who prevented his arrest on Wednesday by whisking him away in his official vehicle. Pinheiro said the agency might seek the help of the military to fish out Bello so that he can be arraigned. Bello's lawyer argued that the defendant had secured an ex parte order from a high court restraining the anti-graft agency from arresting and persecuting the former governor. He noted that the agency had appealed against the order at the Court of Appeal. Meanwhile, Justice Emeka of the Federal High Court in Abuja on Wednesday granted the EFCC permission to arrest the embattled former governor. On Wednesday night, the EFCC said it would on Thursday, which is today, arraign Bello before the Abuja court over alleged 80.2 billion naira money laundering. However, the EFCC lamented that it attempted to execute the warrant of arrest lawfully obtained against Bello met stiff resistance on Wednesday. But unfortunately, the EFCC failed to arraign the former governor of Kogi State, and the former governor of Kogi State, Yahaya Bello, also fails to appear in court today. Meanwhile, the Tinubu government has sent serious warning to the former governor of Kogi State, Yahaya Bello, to submit himself for EFCC probe and stop looking for self-help to escape. So the Bola Tinubu-led government, through the AGF, in a statement on Thursday, maintained that EFCC is empowered by law to invite any Nigerian for interrogation. According to the statement of the AGF, it said, it is now beyond that the EFCC is given power by the law to invite any person of interest to interact with them in the course of their investigation into any matter regardless of status. Therefore, the least that we can all do when invited is not to put any obstruction in the way of the EFCC, but to honorably answer their invitation. I therefore encourage anyone who has been invited by the EFCC or any other agency to immediately toe the path of decency and civility by honoring such invitation instead of embarking on a temporizing self-help and escapism that can only put our country in bad light. And also reacting to this news is Femi Falana, which I'm going to be playing you guys the video.
Well, what happened yesterday was very unfortunate, and I'm very, very confident that the matter will be properly handled in line with the provisions of the law. I think about June or July last year, there was a clash between the officials of the EFCC and the State Security Service on Awolowo Road in Ikoyi, Lagos. And the Bola Tinubu administration made it clear that such clashes will not be allowed under this administration. I think what happened yesterday, the government will have to come out very clearly and make the point abundantly clear that the rule of law has to operate in Nigeria. And once a government has fidelity to the rule of law, police officers, state security officers cannot prevent the EFCC from carrying out its statutory functions. More so when a trial court had given that body a warrant to bring a suspect to court because a charge had been filed alleging the theft of over 80 billion naira. So it is in the interest of ex-governor Yahaya Bello to rush to court and defend his name. But once your immunity has expired as a governor, you cannot go to a court and have it extended indefinitely. That is the position of our law. The Supreme Court has made it clear that a federal high court cannot be prevented by state high court from trying a citizen because both courts have coordinate jurisdiction. So, in other words, Mr. Yahaya Bello's lawyer cannot go to the federal high court and say, our client will not come because there is an order of a Kogi State High Court that he should not be arrested or prosecuted. No. The Supreme Court made this point in the case of ex-governor Jikalu and the EFCC. In the case of Uwazorike and the FRN, that the order of a court of coordinate jurisdiction cannot prevent a trial court from putting any citizen on trial. Once a charge has been filed in the appropriate court, you cannot say you are not going to court. Or higher security officials to prevent either the EFCC or the police or any other agency from carrying out functions, statutory function.
All right. So having said that, isn't the procedure such that because some of those in the report, the officials of the Kogi State government were saying they are not sure if they are from EFCC because there's a court judgment. So yes, we heard what you said, but are they not supposed to vacate that order and then proceed, or are they supposed to disregard it and proceed with the arrest and prosecution of the former governor?
You know, Chamberlain, once a criminal court has ordered the arrest of any citizen or that any citizen be brought before it, if you have any objection to that order, you have to go to that court and say why you are not going to come. But you cannot hire people to prevent the enforcement of a valid and subsisting order of a court in Nigeria. Because the danger is that we are, we're having a policy that permits two types of legal systems, criminal justice systems, one for the poor and one for the rich. And that is against the provisions of the Nigerian Constitution.
So,
I'm just looking at the pictures once more, and oftentimes we've been told that officials of the EFCC are drawn from the rank and file of the Nigeria Police. Interestingly, yesterday the Nigeria Police were the people involved in actually stopping the effect of this arrest. What do you think should be, what conversation should be happening in this regard?
Well, I strongly believe that the Inspector General of Police will have to take certain actions. The first is that all the police officers involved dance yesterday will have to be recalled and charged with obstruction of justice, because that was what happened yesterday. And no security officer in Nigeria has the power to frustrate the EFCC or any other lawful agency from performing its statutory functions. The Supreme Court has made the point that nobody in Nigeria, apart from the president and sitting governors, the sitting president and governors that enjoy immunity, any other citizen cannot be shielded by the police from prosecution. That is the law.
This is not the first time.
Otherwise, we are violating the Constitution by shielding certain suspects from going to court to defend themselves, while other citizens are being railroaded to jail via the courts. You cannot be allowed. So I will expect the Inspector General of Police to ensure that the order of the Federal High Court that Mr. Bello Yahaya be brought to the court for arraignment is carried out. Otherwise, it is going to be a dangerous precedent whereby terror suspects, armed robbery suspects, and go to court and say, I don't want to be tried. And you hire security people or thugs to prevent the EFCC or even the police from carrying out their statutory duties.
So my people, that is it for you all. Please let me know your opinion in the comment section, and please help us to like and share this video so that YouTube and Facebook can recommend it to more people. Thank you so much for your time, and God bless you. Amen.